I want to change my shirt so it doesn't look like I'm wearing the same thing as the previous video, but I also like don't want to change it, you know? I can take. Maybe I'll just wear this jacket because it's cold. It is cold and I'm sitting in the same spot anyway, so like, does it really matter? Hey guys, okay, so yes, I am home. I think I addressed this in my last video. Oh, okay. Gosh dang it. Okay, so in case you guys weren't aware, I have you stacked on 3 books. So I recently received a question asking me if duck syndrome exists on campus. And to that I say yes, but first let me explain a little bit about what duck syndrome is for those of you that aren't aware of the very exciting Stanford culture that we have. Also, if you hear my cats, they are just going wild today, so excuse that. But basically, duck syndrome. Okay, very complex term. It means, so basically there's like this analogy that all the tour guides use. They say like, you feel like a duck because you are swimming in a pond and on the surface everything appears really nice and serene and natural, but then underneath the water you're like kicking furiously. So that's the analogy. I know that kind of doesn't make any sense yet, but basically what that is supposed to mean is that all the students at Stanford look like they're having the most amazing, peaceful, calm time, like no sweat at all. They're just chilling, right? But then under the surface, they're still paddling furiously, trying to get their shit together, right? So, and okay, on this, I don't think it is a Stanford specific phenomenon at all. Like, I think this happens at plenty of schools. Just this whole like desire to appear like you have everything together when you really don't. Like, I feel like everyone tries to do that to an extent, but for some reason Stanford has coined this term. But yeah, okay, so on to the question. The question itself is just like asking whether it exists, and what do I really think about it? And I think, yes, it exists. It is particularly a problem for like new incoming students. I remember when I just came in as a freshman, I was so affected by duck syndrome, actually, like, and it wasn't even like, I knew that it was there. Like, I knew to come in prepared for it, and I think that almost made it worse because I expected to be fine with it. And then it just like hits you and you're like, wait, but I thought I was prepared for this. Why is it still affecting me? The reason I thought I was prepared for it, by the way, was because the high school that I came from was like already pretty competitive, I thought. And so I was like, I know what it feels like to be insignificant. I feel like this won't be that big of a difference. But like in high school still, even if I thought I was pretty insignificant compared to like Val, Sal, top 20 of our class, I still like knew I was good at what I did. And cause like my high school was very STEM focused, and a lot of what I did was more humanities, English, creative writing stuff. So I still thought that I was like good at those things. Get to a place like Stanford and you're gonna have excellent kids in all the fields. So that includes STEM, and that also includes humanities and creative writing. So yeah, I think that was part of the problem. But even despite that, I don't know, it was just like, I totally just like bought into the whole thing about how like no one else is trying and I'm the only one that's putting in all this work, you know? And I don't really know like how to fix that. I know by now it doesn't really affect me as much. Mostly probably just because I've gotten used to it at this point. Like, I don't think it's anything besides just like give it time and it won't seem that bad anymore. Yeah, I feel like that's probably the best way to cope with it. And just like focus on your own shit. Like don't yeah, this is easier said than done, but like try not to like obsess over what everyone else is doing and accomplishing. Like just because you're not getting an internship at Facebook or Microsoft the summer after your freshman year does not mean that you're falling behind. That just means that a select few people in your year are just like miles ahead. Like, but that's not a reflection of you and your like lackingness, I guess. I don't know. The other thing I assumed when I came into freshman year was that like college was this like new start to my life, and no matter what I did in high school, I could just like start something in college and like have that be my career, right? But in reality, so on like those internships at Facebook and Microsoft, a lot of them target freshmen. So they have like Facebook University, engineering practicum with Google. Those are all like geared towards freshmen and sophomores. But just because you're a freshman or a sophomore does not mean you can get into them, obviously, especially if you just start out CS your freshman year. Like, the freshmen and sophomores that are getting into these programs have been doing CS all throughout high school and probably even earlier than that. So yeah, that's like another assumption that I made coming into college that I totally was wrong about. Just the fact that like it's a completely fresh start. The things you do in high school definitely still matter, and you should still try to build on top of them if you can. Of course, if you hated everything you did in high school, that's another story. You'll have to work like twice, maybe 3 times as hard as the people who have been doing these things since high school and earlier. Of course, that's not like exactly related to duck syndrome, but I think it's all interlinked somehow. Definitely let me know down in the comments below if you have any other questions regarding like the transition into college from high school. Can definitely talk more about that. But if not, yeah, happy holidays. Have a great winter break. It's been really fun being back so far, and I think I'm gonna try to make a few more topical videos and creative projects over the break. So I'm trying to like get back into that vlogging grind and get some Vlogmas vlogs going. No, I'm kidding. I'm not doing Vlogmas. That is a lot of work. I'm just making some videos that happen to be coming out during the holidays. Yeah. All right. Bye.